Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the instant match reaction. Everton 0, Manchester United 2. Everton have back-to-back defeats for the first time since, well, just before Sam Allardyce came in, wasn't it? Southampton and at Atlanta. Another poor display, I'd say. Obviously, changes made before the game. John Joe Kenny went to the bench. Mason Holgate went to right back. Keane and Ashley Williams started the game. Blassie obviously started on the left. Tom Davies came in. Wayne Rooney came in, and they started up front. And to be honest, in the first half, it was a much of a muchness. United were poor. We were poor. They didn't really create anything. It was just very much a nothing game. And I think obviously second half, that's when United started to get more confidence going forward, and in the end they scored a couple of really good goals, absolutely top draw finishes for both goals, and that's the difference. The quality was the difference today. I mean, Man United, much better side. I mean, they've had 21 shots, 6 on target as the away team, 60% possession. We've had no shots on target again at home for the second game in a row. And that's ultimately where it lies. When Sam Allardyce came in, it was all about getting the defence right, and that's absolutely spot on. It was about grinding out results, whether it be wins or picking up points. And that has basically eluded us in the last couple of games. For me, I think going to West Brom and being so negative against West Brom sort of was the catalyst of all this. For me, I think we should have gone to West Brom. Played with either an extra midfield, an attacking midfielder, or an extra striker instead of playing 5 at the back against a piss poor West Brom side. And that for me started it. It's not the right approach. It's not what fans want. Fans understand against some teams you have to play in a certain way. We understand against Chelsea about grinding out a point. Fans have no problem with that. But when the games where you're supposed to go out and win them, that's where fans have a problem. And that carried on into the Bournemouth game again with some strange decisions, tactical decisions, and it's sort of gone into this game, hasn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, Man United on paper should be beating Everton, but I think when you allow teams to do it so easily, that's what upsets fans. And let's be honest though, we are, as a side, garbage. We are garbage. We can't string passes together to create chances. Yes, we have spells where we can pass the ball around side to side to side to side, but we don't have the players capable of breaking teams down to create enough chances. That's not Sam Allardyce's fault. That happened under Koeman. That happened under Martinez. It's been a trait for Everton for a while now that we just don't make enough chances. Last season we had a lad who finished most chances he got, so it was a little bit different. But that ultimately is not changed fundamentally in the last 2-3 years. And that has to be addressed. Simple as that. It doesn't help as well the personnel. Listen, we've got a left back who, every time he gets the ball, passes it backwards. We need a left back. For me, Luke Garbutt should have been registered today. Whether he's good enough or not, he should have been registered today as a backup. What happens if Martini gets injured? I thought it was strange dropping Kenny. Yes, he wasn't good against Bournemouth, but he's been in good form. I'd have liked to have seen him today play down the right and try and get forward, allowing Holgate to play in the back. Keane just looks completely off it for me. Confidence-wise, he looks shot. He turns like a boat at the end of the day. He's miles off it. And just did little things to try and affect the game a little bit more. It's small margins, but it's 2 games in a row we've had no shots on target. That's not really acceptable against anybody, not to have a shot on target. That's really, really poor when you think about, Chelsea weren't absolutely amazing, and Man United weren't that good. Picked up second half. I mean, the goals were basically carbon copies of each other, weren't they? both whipped into that top corner. The first one, is more disappointing because it comes from Wayne Rooney losing the ball on the edge of their box, where, again, he's dithering, and he didn't have a very good game, Rooney, to be honest. He gave the ball away far too many times, but then still looks like our only player who can open a team up. But he loses the ball, they break and they score. Wayne Rooney went off not long after that, and to be honest, a lot of people have bemoaned the fact that he went off, but I understand why he took him off, because I just think with 1-0 down on a yellow card, I think Wayne would have started running around the pitch, trying to affect things in a certain way, and he probably would have got a second yellow, and then he'd be out for the derby. Funny enough, McCarthy coming on really helped us push forward. He was snapping in tackles, he was winning, he was pushing people forward, he was positive. He was showing us what we didn't have on the pitch. He injected a little bit of intensity for 10 minutes. And we started playing on the front foot and started creating a few chances. Our right-hand side going forward, Holgate started getting forward. Just didn't have the quality once he was in the box to pick anybody out. And when he did, they didn't have the quality to do anything with it. And that annoyed me, really, because I just thought, well, what if McCarthy had come on the pitch on Saturday for the last half an hour instead of Garner? Would we have had that? And that's what annoyed me about Saturday, but that's Saturday. But he injected, but then Man United got through that little passage of play, went down the other end and scored the second goal, and the game was over, which was annoying, to say the least. For me, what has to happen, we've got 2 tough away games now, one in the Cup and obviously one in the league. We've got to buy players. Obviously, there's talk of this deal for Tosun, maybe... changing of the goalpost by Besiktas. We've got to try and get that over the line. Otherwise, we'll have to go and find somebody else and wait another 2 weeks to try and get that person in by the time the deal's done. We've got to get a left back in. It's crucial that we get a left back in to help us have some ability to get down the left. And we've got to try and, if we can, I mean, again, there's just talk about Nzonzi, but we're missing someone like him in the middle of the park. I mean, listen, look at Pogba today. I know he's £90 million worth, but look at the size of him up against some of our players. It was like, when you're seeing him go against Vlasic, you just look at it and go, yeah, that's what 90 million buys you. That athleticism, that build, the pace. We just don't have that. We've got so many problems that it's going to take so much time. Not Allardyce's fault, obviously. We had the chance in the summer to really improve and we didn't, and we just look a mess. Ultimately, we need 4 wins. Keep on saying it. Nothing's changed. We might be in 9th place, but teams below us are starting to pick up points. We need 4 wins. Get over that. Get to that 40-point mark in and around it, and then breathe a little bit easier. Because the worry is still going to be there. Of course it is. And we've got to find a way to be able to play football that leads to us trying to score goals. Because it's fine saying we've sorted the defence out. For me, what's happening now is we're going out there defending so much that we're not even thinking about attacking, and it's just allowing teams to attack us. And against better sides, they'll beat us and they'll figure us out. Friday night against Liverpool, they'll look at us and go, we've just got to score 2 goals early on and we'll win the game. They're not going to fall for the same trick twice. And other teams we play will look at it and go, well, they've had that little spell now where they were riding out games, nicking a point, maybe nicking a win. Let's make sure they don't do that. So that period, I think, is over, where we can just go to teams and just defend for our lives. I think that's gone. We've got to start looking at teams and thinking, we're going to have a go at these today. That, for me, means one thing as well. We need the same back 4 every week. The same centre-backs. For me, Williams and Holgate have to be those centre-backs. Stick with one right-back, Kenny, at the moment. If, I don't know when Coleman's back. And get a left-back. Get a left-back to play every week who can play defence and attack. And stick with the back 4. And just say, right, I trust this back 4. I know you're going to defend for me. Okay, it mightn't be it might be amazing, but it'd be better than what it was before I came in. And let's start trying to affect things up the park. We massively miss Garner as well today. Hopefully he'll be back. But it may be McCarthy will be the answer in there if Snyder's just too slow and just too cumbersome. But we've got to start having a go at teams. If he says the defence is sorted now, then let's start having a go at teams. Because if we don't, it's going to be a long, few months. It really is. And Allardyce is going to leave himself with nowhere to go. Because the fans will just be sick of it and he won't be getting another year. That will be guaranteed. Yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's been a really crap Christmas, hasn't it? 3 games. Well, four games in total. 2 points. Against 2 teams that were in the bottom 3 when we played them. It's not good enough, that. It's not good enough. And I think Sam Allardyce's honeymoon period is well and truly over. Let me know your thoughts anyway, as I said, in the comments. Check out Baz's instant reaction. Check out his player ratings. And we'll have the final word tomorrow. See you later.